Hello and welcome to episode 108 of Oatmeal Breakfast Plays a Video Game. The least watched show on the internet. I don't have any data to back that up. I don't want to bother to see how not popular I am. On today's episode I am going to try and solve a ksudoku puzzle. I can't wait. Ksudoku is so fun. It's so fun I play nothing else. At least not right now. I consider the ksudoku game that I am playing a video game, so I have played a video game for almost 108 consecutive days. I did miss about 3 days, but that is good considering that I had not played video games that much before I started Oatmeal Breakfast Plays a video game for years. I did play Tetris off and on, but never every day. I am a video game player again. And I am glad about that. What am I going to talk about today? I like to review books and movies. I get anxious after I finish watching a movie or reading a book. I think I won't be able to write a review. I procrastinate and try to avoid writing a review. When I start writing the review, I think of things to write about the book or movie. I need not get nervous. I am not reviewing books or movies for a living. It's only for fun. And maybe one day I will be able to look back at what movies and books I read, and I will be able to see what I thought about a book or movie I had read years before. I have only written one video game review. I want to write a lot more video game reviews. I never thought I would ever write a book review. I never thought I would ever write a movie review. I have now done those 2 things that I never thought I would ever do. I never thought I would ever make a song. And here I am 3 years after I started making songs. I never thought I would play ksudoku even though I wanted to. And here I am making Oatmeal Breakfast Plays a video game, and playing ksudoku on the show. I have got to review video games. I have got to get better at playing video games. Math is hard for me, but I never think to myself that I will never be able to do math. At least I don't tell myself that anymore. I dive in and see what I can learn. There are so many great things in the world that I want to learn. I never thought I would be as interested in radio control cars as I am now. I want to learn as much as I can about radio control cars as I can. I hope that one day I will be able to 3D print an oatmeal breakfast radio control car. I am not certain that I will ever get a 3D printer, and if I get a 3D printer that I will be able to use it. But who knows, I am now doing things that I never thought I would or could do. The thought of myself being surrounded by radio control cars and being able to fix those radio control cars is exciting to me. As I say endlessly, I wonder if I will enjoy driving radio control cars. I have not driven a radio control car in years, as you are probably aware of if you have watched Oatmeal Breakfast Plays a video game. If this is your first Oatmeal Breakfast Plays a video game episode, welcome. I hope you are having fun watching it. A few years ago I thought I wanted to be a pro poker player. I could go move to Las Vegas and eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And maybe a salad once in a while. There is one problem with that dream. I don't much care for playing poker. I might have played poker once or twice in real life. I had a Texas Hold'em video game on my computer. I never played it that much. And when I did play it I was not any good. Maybe poker is like chess. I know I wanted to learn how to play chess. Then I thought about it. Do I care if I am good at chess? No. I don't care if I am good at chess. I don't want to put in all the work I need to get better at chess or poker. I would rather take all that time and put it into becoming a better ksudoku player. I sure have a lot of work to put into getting better at ksudoku. I hope this year to play ksudoku with a pencil and a ksudoku puzzle book. As I have never played ksudoku that way. Just writing that made me think of coloring books. I remember when I was young getting coloring books. I don't remember any particular coloring books that I got. I just remember that I got coloring books. I don't think I spent much of my childhood coloring in coloring books. I know I spent a little time doing that. I never enjoyed coloring in coloring books much. Then as now I would rather draw. I many never have finished coloring all the pages in a coloring books. I never finished reading a book when I was younger even if was a coloring book. I have not colored in a coloring book for years. I have no desire to get an adult coloring book and start coloring in coloring books again. I would rather spend my time drawing in my sketchbook. I wonder what else that I did when I was younger that I can't remember. I have already talked about Light Bright. I never did much of that. I know I have talked about G.I. Joe. I had a lot of G.I. Joes but never paid with them much. Who knows why I wanted G.I. figures, and today's anyway. I know where I watched Transformers and G.I. Joe cartoons on television when I was younger. I don't think I watched that much television when I was younger. I know I played video games. I thought that I spent a lot of time inside listening to the radio but I did spend a lot of time riding my bike after school. I never wore a helmet. If I rode a bicycle now I would wear a helmet. I don't know how I did not get injured back then. I fell off my bicycle a lot. Riding my bicycle was fun. It kept me in SHPE. I enjoyed riding my bicycle more than I enjoyed PE. I must have liked PE for me. Exercise is fun. I can't wait to exercise. I want to keep in shape. I want to keep in shape for as long as I can. I want to be like Jack LaLanne. He was older, and he was in good shape, so that is what I want to do. At this time I would rather play in an esports league than play professional poker or chess. I am sure that I would not be a very good video game player but I am sure I would have fun. You have to sit a lot to play chess, you have to sit a lot to play poker, and you have to sit a lot to play esports. So they are the same that way. I am glad I am not the same person I was when I was younger. If my interests had not changed I would not have learned about plants, or bees, or radio control cars, or computers. I did not exercise much when I was younger except in PE or riding my bike. I suppose I did exercise a lot. I was not interested in juggling when I was younger. And now I juggle every day. I want one day to be able to keep the juggling balls up in the air, instead of falling to the ground all the time. I wonder if I could spend an entire day juggling. I will have to try that sometime when I have the time. I would rather spend my time juggling than going on vacation. I want to get better at juggling. I don't want to travel around the world. Maybe I have said this before, but I thought I wanted to do magic, but now I don't care if I learn magic anymore. I like juggling because I can stand up and be moving around more. It's a fun exercise. With magic I feel that I am not able to move around as much. Juggling like ksudoku is fun. Maybe one day I will enter a juggling contest. If my interests had not changed, I would not be interested in speed cubing. I had tried to solve a Rubik's Cube, but I did not try that hard. Maybe I thought I can't solve this cube thing, so why bother trying? I am sure I thought like that for a lot of things in my earlier days. I never thought I could do good at anything, so I never tried. What else can I talk about? Oh, yes, I want to talk about Pharaoh. It's my goal to talk about Pharaoh in Oatmeal Breakfast Plays a video game. So what am I going to say about Pharaoh in today's episode? It seems that I am never going to be able to learn Pharaoh good enough to make a program in the language. But I have thought like that before with other things. And I have been wrong. What else am I going to talk about? I have yet to complete a car in Blender. And I wanted to make so many cars in Blender. I would rather make a car in Blender than work on a real car. But, as I said, I have yet to make a car in Blender. I had an idea that I could make as many cars as there are cars ever made. That might be too ambitious. I want to get at least one vehicle made. I think I want to make a VW bus. And put myself riding in the bus. Writing about VW buses makes me think about the Tamiya VW transporter. It looks so cool. I want a whole collection of radio control cars. I could get a RC monster truck and line up a line of cars and jump the RC monster truck over the line of cars like in I don't know if they do that in Monster Jam. I could take a RC motorcycle and jump it over a line of cars. That would be cool. I could be like evil except with radio control motorcycles. I never want to jump over cars with a real motorcycle. No way. I don't want to get injured. Broken bones would be no fun. I have never had a broken bone. And don't want to know what it feels like to have a broken bone.